Yeah, so maybe the lesson about today would be let it go.
Let it go.
With the tea. Let the tea be.
Yes. Let tea be tea. That's actually that's the message in my book. Let tea be tea. If someone has read my book, I think a lot of the people that have read my book have this one phrase that they remember and that they come back with. It's let tea be tea. And it's only written once in my book, but they get the message.
ブックっていうの本出してあるんですか？
僕ですね。
出してあるんです
はい。
か？あ、知らなかった。
もう
Oh, let me.
どこで買えるんですか？
じゃあ今度持っていきます。
ほんまですか？何語で？
英語で。
あ、英語で。
もう2019年に出してます。
あ、そうなんですか。
うん。
いや僕も今年出そうかと思っていて。
おお、いいですね。
また教えてください。
ぜひ。英語であんまりお茶の情報を出してる本ないじゃないですか。だから僕はあちこち行って知った話とかを集めて、そこにお茶の情報とか、栽培の仕方であったり、いろんな製造の仕方であったり、そういうものを含めてまとめた本があります。
ありがとうございます。So we're gonna share?
No.
Oh, this is mine.
Yes, that's
Thank you.
yours. This is his matcha. It's native. It's great.
But it does smell matcha.
煎茶もう一回入れる。
So, should I start? Can I
Go
start?
ahead. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. It's very good. It's very good.
Oh, really?
It's
Thank you.
sweet. It doesn't have bitterness.
And it's fresh.
Very
It drinks
nice.
easily. Everyone who has tried it is a big fan of it.
It's very good. See, it's what I'm gonna do.
Ma-
So,
ma-
how do you make the tencha?
そう。
Do you have with machine?
箱はその委託お願いしてるんですよ。天茶に関しては。
So, but tencha, he brings it to a tencha manufacturer. He
Oh,
brings
to
his
the
leaf
tencha man.
and it's made. So it's the regular approach that they use.
We don't have a tencha manufacturer.
フランスではそういう人はいない。でも抹茶は作りたいと。
けど白茶みたいにしてできないですかね。要は葉っぱの状態で乾燥して
He would think, can't you just make it like shirocha, like white tea, where you just pick the leaf, let it dry, and then
But I
separate
think
it. And
it needs to be steamed to have this taste, no?
but you could steam it and then let it dry.
If you want the color, you will lose the color
With what?
with letting it dry like this.
Yes, of course.
It won't be green like
No,
a
of
matcha.
course. You need to find a quick way to dry it.
I will look into the cookware in France, and I'm sure we have this kind of thing for cooking. Fast cooking, you know? I'm sure we have that. The chef in France, I'm sure they have something like that. I'm gonna look into it. A little oven or... Because the color is very important.
It is.
When it's like brownish, it's not the same. A brownish matcha, yucky. Huh? The brownish matcha is yucky.
いただきます。
I get it. It's very, very good. Very nourishing. Very
Yes.
good.
はい、茶筅売れました。
ちょっと炊き けの味がした。
それなかったんで普通の茶碗なんです。
十分でしょ。
I'll order you the matcha online.
It's good.
The puer and the white tea. It's very good.
I don't think I have the puer and the white tea on the website, but you can give me a message.
Okay. It's very good. No, it's important to have the green color
Yes.
for matcha.
その今お茶植えてはる畑みたいなその場所はもともと持ってはったんですよ。
The place where you're growing the tea now, did you own that place before, or did you find it? How did you come about it, and how did you start using it for tea?
I found the place for tea. We were living in San Francisco for 14 years.
サンフランシスコでまず14年住んでて。
And
サン
then
フランシスコってアメリカ？
America.
Mm.
And then my kids, they are all grown up
うん
and they left home for college.
うん
子供たちはもう家を出たから、
So I thought that that's the right time to go back in France.
うん
もうフランスに戻るのにもいい時期だなと思って、
And then I looked for that place.
でその場所を、探したと。まあいろんなところで。
じゃあもうその時にはお茶を作ろうと思って探してたってことですね。
And that time you were already thinking about making
Yes,
tea.
I started thinking about tea like 2 years before. I mean,
もう2年その2年前
yeah, 2,
か
3
ら
years.
お茶を考え始めてた。
I did study agriculture,
うん
あ
で
yes.
うん
Winery too, because I thought
Mhm.
that was the closest thing to tea
うん
in
I see.
France. And then I looked on the map of France. I looked at what are the requirements for tea. I look on the map of France,
お茶を作る条件をまず見て、
the
で
temperature,
フランスの
the
地図で、
rain, the soil.
一番こう条件に適した場
I
所を
look
探し
at
た。
where was the best
うん
part to grow tea, and then I went and
うん
find the place.
I think 日本の農業よりもそのフランスのそのワインのワイナリーさんって多分その自然栽培に近い方が結構多くて、それの価値をちゃんと一般でも認識していると思うので、そっちの農法を学ぶ方がお茶に活かせるような気が。
He probably thinks that there's a lot more to learn from the natural approach to wine at the moment than from coming to Japan and learning from Japan, because there's probably more that you can apply to your needs if you're going to go the organic way.
Yes, for the agriculture, yes. And I've learned a lot from the organic agriculture. But from the process, from the transformation of the leaf, it's not at all the same thing.
まあ、
Because-
製茶はそれではちょっと難しいけど、
And I mean, the way I'm doing the organic way of growing the tea, I do it the French way. Actually, we don't. We plant greens that will capture the nitrogen of the air,
You plant what?
like clovers, like peas. There are some
Oh.
plants that you plant to be a natural compost and to fertilize naturally your soil. This is how French do the organic
まあフランスで
agriculture.
やっぱこういろいろ有機農法やり方はあるみたいですね。
And it's what I do actually.
Yeah,
I
so-
plant some Some
植える前に空気からそのなんだ
so I don't have wheat, and at the same time, I'm giving food.
まあ、空気から栄養を吸ってそれを土にこう与える植物があるから、まあピーズとかピースじゃないけど。
And at the same time, the soil is not empty.
はいはいはい。
豆系の。
豆かね。はい、わかりました。
Clovers, peas. I mean, you have a lot of plants
クロー
actually.
バーとか。
いやいやいや。
Their job is to take the nitrogen of the.
じゃあそういうのを植えてから土をこう。
And it make compost.
あの
And it's good for the environment. And the other thing we do, actually, we plant a lot of trees.
で木もたくさん植える。
So I mean, I do a lot of things the French way, and we have we plant a lot of fruit trees,
ああ。
and we cut them short,
果実系の木をたくさん植えるので。
and we cut them short, you know, to make we say it helps for the insect and the animals to go and hide in it.
なんでなんか虫とかがそこにこう。
So yes, I do all that the French way. But for the transformation of the leaves, actually the fruit is very different than the leaves. The fruit has sugar. You know, for wine. Making wine is very different.
お茶とブドウではブドウはまあ実を育てる考え方でやる。
Because you have
で茶葉
bacteria.
は葉っぱだから。
You have bacteria on the fruit, and you have sugar inside. So if you just leave the bacteria and the sugar and just smush them, it will do the work. You know?
なるほど。
You have a
ブドウ
fermentation.
ワインを作るときにもうただ潰すだけでいけるから。
You cannot do that
お
with
茶で
the
はやっ
tea.
ぱこうもっとこう加工がいろいろ必要だから。
お茶はとにかく乾かせばお茶になります。
Tea, if you let it dry, it will become tea.
乾かし方にいろいろあるだけです。
But you
Yeah,
have,
like the
different
white tea.
drying methods.
Yeah, like the white tea.
全部そうです。その蒸して乾燥させる、その先に揉んで酸素と反応させて乾燥させるとか、いろんなやり方があるけれども、とにかく乾けば何かの。
You either heat process it first and then dry it, or you let it dry first, or you do something to it first and then you heat process it later and then dry it further. It's just drying the tea.
But with a high quality tea, people are expecting a certain shape. The appearance is important.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Same as Japan.
In France too?
In France, the appearance is very important.
Really?
When you look at the food, when you look at the wineries, they're beautiful, don't you think so? They are not wild.
No, that's true.
Everything is very well organized. In France, everything is very well organized. The wineries are perfect.
ワインを作ってるところもなんかみんなこうなんか外観がすごい綺麗で整ってる感じがするから、やっぱこう見た目はフランス人は重視するみたいですね。
When you have a good meal, it's always very well presented.
で、食文化もそう、寿司1個とかプレゼンテーションが結構重要と同じようにフランスも
France is very much about appearance. Yes, it's very important. Like Japan. It's not like no even. A wine has to have a very nice color. It has to be transparent. You see through. Nothing has to be inside. You know.
色があってちゃんとフィルタリングされて透明感があって。
And you have to. I mean, it's a red wine, a white, a rosé, but it has to be. You know.
ちゃんとその部類に当てはまる出来じゃないと。
You cannot be very creative. You know. Okay.
Green wine.
Yes, it has to go by criteria, you know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's that wine. There's just the same as you have the main tea industry, and then you have natural wines or something.
They won't buy
it. No, but someone else buys them. Japan buys them.
Yes, they have, but I mean, in France it won't work. I mean, they have very, very hard time. The one who are making natural wine, they won't.
So it's the same in Japan. The ones that make natural tea, they
Because
barely.
people are expecting the quality, and I will make a small amount of tea, and we don't make tea in France, so I want to make it well.
フランスで今お茶は誰も作ってないから、お茶作るのも多分少量しか作れないから、いいお茶は作りたいと。
I don't want them to say, oh yes, I mean in France they are making tea like that. Look at that, you know, that's not tea.
で、そこは形は整えたいと。
いいお茶っていうのは、そのいいお茶という認識自体がその人それぞれだと思うんですけど、マリアさんにとってのそのいいお茶というのは。
So the difficulty is, what are the criteria for a good tea? And that is probably different for a lot of different people, because him and I not necessarily think a good tea is good when it's beautiful on the outside. If it doesn't give me the experience on the inside,
You're right.
So the criteria for what a good tea is depend.
A good tea for me should give all that. Good inside, good appearance, good taste.
外観も味も感覚も全部揃っての、いいお茶だと。
おっしゃることはすごくわかるんですけど、例えばこの僕のお茶にしても今日飲んでいただいて美味しいと言っていただきましたけど、多分そのいわゆるその他のお茶農家であったりとかその市場ではほぼ評価されない味。
So we find this delicious.
Yes, but he's making a good
but
tea. I mean,
other farmers in Japan do not think he's making.
I mean, if I make this, I will be very happy if I can make the tea like you do, and they will like it in France. But making tea like you do for me, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult. I have no machineries. We have nothing. I mean, when I say, I mean, if I can make a matcha like yours, I'll be very happy. Or the gyokoro or the puer, if I can make that, I'll be very happy. But that's going to be a lot of work for me.
そのおっしゃるようにその機会がないので僕と同じことを多分するのは確かに難しいかもしれないんですけど、僕は機械でやっているからこそこう大規模に少々大規模にやっているのでこれになってますけど、もっと小規模だとこう手摘みで一個一個こだわってみたいなもっとハイクオリティなものが僕は逆に作れると思います。
He thinks actually that you don't necessarily need the machines like what he's doing. He's doing it at a bit larger scale to have more produce. But if you do everything by hand, you can just as well even produce a higher quality than what he's making.
You're right. But making the tencha and the sencha will be hard. The needle shape.
テンチャーは
The needle shape. I need at least the table.
ホイロが欲しいですって。もうずっと言って
こういう
る。
やつね、
はい。
あれに関してはあっちの方が作れるんちゃいますかね。炭とか作れるんじゃないですか。
炭
って一回木を焼いて消したら炭ってわかりませんか。
炭はわかります。炭をどうするんですか。
昔その手もみのあれはその和紙に柿渋塗ったあれの下をこう炭で熱してその熱源でやっていたので、割と再現可能なものだと思うんですよね。ただ
どう再現するかっていうのがわからない限りはもう買うしかないと思い込んであるんですね。 で僕も作ればいいじゃないですかっていう
手もみやってきたんちゃいますか。
やってきてるんです。
うん。
で僕も一緒に連れて、
はいはいはい。
でもうこの机が欲しいでとどまっているので、
机は作れそうですけどね。
作れそうです。
うんうん、作れますよ。いや、
ただ
テンチャロは作れない。
ただ何回言ってもやっぱこう自分で作るのは無理やから誰かに作ってもらわないと、でそれを作り方が知ってる人でないと無理って言ってるので、
そんなちゃんと作らんでもいいんじゃないですかね。
そうだと思いますけどね、
うん、
原理が分かれば。
そう、とにかく乾けばお茶になる。
うん。These have the same principle. You can make something like it. It doesn't
but I
have to be the exact same.
Because you have to be able to put your hands on it, so it's hard to find a solution that it's not too hot and it
ただ
doesn't stick
鉄板
to it.
鉄板を温めてその上に何かこう手が熱くならない
And then you have to
ようにこう、まあ、紙をかぶせてるんですね。
はいはいはい、
じゃあそれを向こうでどう再現すべきかっていうのが。
鉄板なんですね。
下が鉄板なん
です。
そうなんです。
ああ。
でその下にガス。
And it has to be slippery, so you can roll it on it, you know.
現代向けにアレンジされたものです。
うん。
じゃあそのボテとかわかります？
はい。
竹で編んだやつにこう和紙貼って、柿渋塗って強度を出しただけのものですけど、その下に炭でこう火を移行しておいて、その熱でこれやっていたので。
滝燃えないですか？
なんかちょっとあるんですよ、スペースが。もちろん近かったら燃えるんで。
あれボテ？これぐらいのボテ？
で、まあ言うたら四角のボテみたいな感じで、テーブルみたいになってる感じ
でその下に炭をバーンってやって、でその上でやる。
そう
でもできる。
もともとはそれなんです。ガスとかなかった時代で、今現代でもうちょっと手軽にそれを再現するのに炭とか大変じゃないですか。
はい。
安定しないし難しいから、多分その鉄板でガスでっていうふうにアレンジしてそれなんで。
Probably the iron plate with the gas underneath it is a contemporary application of what it used to be in the past, where they basically had bamboo laths, paper stuck over to it, the persimmon thing to stick it all together. And then it's like this box, this towel, and they just put charcoal on the floor, put that box over it, the heat warms up the inside of the box, and you get some heat on top of the disc.
So the box was in bamboo?
Yes.
It doesn't burn?
It's tall enough, he said. That's how it was in the past.
So they make a bamboo box.
Yes, and they stick paper on it, and then finish it with the persimmon stuff.
And
on
the
top
paper
of
will
that,
stick on the bamboo.
you can make it stick. Yeah.
それもなんかどっかやってるとこありそうなんで、それもね、見せてもらえるといいんですけど。
そうですよね。
だから
ボテはここないですね。
できてすぐも変わっていく過程が面白い。
He also looks at the other teas, how they change, but